Hi, welcome back, and today we'll be looking at the Ecovacs DEEBOT T8 AIVI. This video has long been overdue, but now I have the robot and put it through a series of tests, so let's see how good it is. The T8 AIVI is Ecovacs' first robot vacuum with a front-mounted camera similar to the Roborock S6 Max V. The latter has gone through several firmware upgrades to boost its obstacle avoidance capabilities. I'll be doing a comparison between these two robot vacuums soon, so please subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified when I publish it. There are other T8 options which I'll link to below, but without the front-mounted camera. Ecovacs says these models have the TrueDetect 3D technology, which seems to me like 3 laser sensors up front to help it avoid objects. This robot's main selling point is the obstacle avoidance technology with the camera and artificial intelligence. I'll share later on how well it does on different types of objects. First, we'll look at design. Like all Ecovacs robots, the T8 has a round frame with a matte charcoal finish I like because it's resistant to fingerprints and not prone to scratches if that's a big deal for you. It has a laser sensor on top, plus a one-button interface for toggling the default power setting. You won't be using this as much since all the functionality is accessible through the app. The T8 has a lower profile design than the Roborock S-series robots, so it fits under this shoe rack. It also fits under this bed with a 4.25-inch clearance. One reason why robot vacuums are useful is cleaning areas as such. Look at how much dirt it picked up. Underneath, it has 2 side brushes flanking the combo brush, measuring less than 7 inches wide. Despite the narrow brush, it has a good enough seal and agitation to make clean passes. With the twin brush design, one issue is its tendency to scatter debris, especially large piles of dirt. However, it shouldn't be an issue for daily messes, consisting mostly of dust or hair. The dustbin loads from the top and has a capacity of 420 milliliters. It has a 3-level filtration I really like since it keeps the main filter from getting clogged. But the middle filter gets soiled easily, so you'll have to clean it often. Behind the robot is a 240 ml electronic water tank. Users have the option to choose between 4 flow levels in the app. However, the mopping pad doesn't slide in. To attach, you either have to flip the robot over or remove the water tank. Lidar and SLAM enable the T8 AIVI to navigate efficiently. Like Roborock, it starts the run cleaning the edges before moving towards the middle in straight lines. It was decent in the coverage test, picking up nearly all the Quaker oats I scattered. However, the app doesn't provide the option for a third pass, so it's not as thorough as a Roborock. Even with the max of 2 passes, coverage is decent with only a few missed spots. Containment features are also available through the app, namely the invisible wall and virtual boundaries. Invisible walls are virtual lines you draw on the map to block the robot from entering areas past it. The virtual boundary is similar to no-go zones with functionality, stopping the robot from going into rectangular or square zones. These two are must-have features for any home, since most have off-limit zones that aren't safe for robot vacuums. When I first saw this robot vacuum, the biggest question mark for me is its effectiveness at avoiding objects. Can the AIVI system really detect obstacles and avoid them? I tested it on several items and the results were mixed. It avoided this fake poop, but not the weighing scale. However, in a separate test, it brushed against it several times. Likewise for shoes, wires, and plastic bottles. The robot avoids them if it approaches it at the right angle. Otherwise, it bumps into these obstacles. These tests reveal the T8 front camera having blind spots. If the objects falls into those spots, the robot won't avoid them. So the technology isn't perfect and shouldn't be relied upon solely to avoid obstacles, especially small toys, wires, and pet feces. Roborock's obstacle avoidance system is a touch better, and I'll explain further in the comparison video. The T8 has above average airflow with as much as 23 CFM at the highest setting. However, the difference between the standard, max, and max plus is very minimal and I would say negligible. Pickup even at the lowest setting is decent. I tried cleaning sand on hard floors using the lowest setting and it picked up 98.7%. In the highest setting, the score went up to 99.3%. It also passes the eye test, picking up most of the sand after the initial passes. On carpet, the T8 is decent at picking up surface dirt and will make clean passes, but it won't do as well cleaning embedded sand, where it picked up an average of 66.65%, which is disappointing considering the high airflow. One reason for the average score is the soft bristles on the combo brush. Roborock's combo brush doesn't have stiff bristles, but it's more rigid than the Ecovacs brush. Next, we'll look at the hair wrap test, where I tested how the T8 resists tangles on 1 gram of 5 and 7 inch hair strands, then weigh the hair inside the bin to check how much it picks up. For both tests, it picked up 0.37 grams or 37%. It did well in the edge cleaning test, picking up most of the coffee grounds on this area, despite the narrow cleaning path. There was some debris left on the edges, but it was minimal. The twin side brush system did well at funneling debris towards the main brush. I tested the T8 on red wine stains that were left overnight to dry, to see how well it cleans these types of stains. While it removed the red wine stains, it left more residue than what I was expecting from a robot vacuum with an electronic water tank. You can see the tire marks and stain residue on the surface that needs mopping afterward. I'd say it's a notch below the Roborock S6 Max V, Dream D9, and the Viomi V3 in this aspect. This robot is compatible with the Ecovacs app, and I'll highlight the most useful features. First and foremost are the containment features that I mentioned earlier, invisible wall and virtual boundary, plus the no mop zones, which is similar to the virtual boundary in terms of functionality, blocking the robot from off-limit areas you set on the map. The T8 app can save up to 2 map levels. You can see a third map on screen, but it isn't saved. The app will automatically divide zones after the initial run, but you can merge these areas, then manually split and assign names to each area. Take note that you'll have to turn on the advanced mode to activate this feature. Unfortunately, you cannot assign custom names, but only select from the items on the menu. Selective room cleaning is available if you need the robot to clean a specific area in your home. You can also set the sequence which areas the robot will clean first, second, and so forth. The Cleaning Preference tab lets you select corresponding power and water flow level settings and the number of times the robot will go around the area. The Custom tab enables users to pinpoint an area the robot will clean on the map. It's similar to spot cleaning, but more precise and hands-free since you don't have to pick up the robot. Auto Boost Suction is similar to Carpet Boost, where the robot will automatically increase suction when it detects carpet, so you can leave it at standard mode to maximize runtime. The T8 has a 5800 mAh lithium-ion battery and will run in excess of 3 hours. Ecovacs says it provides up to 3,200 square feet of coverage in the standard setting. In the 2 lower settings, the T8 isn't very noisy, with only 58.2 and 61 decibels respectively. However, it gets loud in both max settings at 66.6 and 67.1 decibels. The good news is it has enough airflow even at the standard setting for daily cleaning tasks on hard surfaces, so you can leave it at that setting, then turn on the Carpet Boost feature if your home has a mix of hard floors and carpet. There you have it. While the T8 AIVI is a compelling option because of the AI technology and obstacle avoidance, the high price tag gives me pause partly because of the blind spots. Yes, it can avoid obstacles when it sees it, but when it falls into the blind spots, it does not. Cleaning performance is decent, but lags behind Roborock in cleaning embedded sand. It does have a lower profile design than Roborock and Nido, so it fits under furnitures like this. If this review has been helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notified when I publish new videos like this. Links are in the description for more information. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.